So my husband told me that he doesn't love his stepson and that most of the time he doesn't even like him. And what do you know? Now we're getting divorced. This is a conversation that we had on December 1st, our 10-year anniversary, when he told me that he really doesn't like my son and that he resents him for the fact that I put him first and that my son is priority to me above anything else. And you know what? That's okay, because that's never going to change. So on December 1st, when we had that conversation, that's when I knew I was done. Okay, that's when I knew I was finished. I'm like, I'm so gone. Like, you don't love this child that you have raised kind of for 10 years, this kid that you've seen grow up, this kid that is a direct reflection of me, because I have poured everything in my life into raising him properly. You're gonna tell me that you don't love him and that you want me to put you, a 33-year-old man, first over raising an 11-year-old boy? Absolutely not. So on our 10-year anniversary, I told him, I said, yeah, I'm done. You need help. You need to go to therapy. My son is not my soon-to-be ex-husband's child. Now, if he were his child, that would be a different story. I would choose to put my husband first because it's a direct reflection of how a man and a wife should be, and it should be a good example.
You shouldn't have married him. And I might catch a lot of heat for this, but it's not because he's the problem. Just think about it, because what you said was that if he was your son's biological father, that you would be putting him first. But that's not the case. He's not his biological father. And even though he was there from almost the start, your son was 1 year old. That man lived 10 years in that household as a guest. He was never accepted as father or as husband. He was continuously reminded in all of the little things and all of the big things that you would choose your son over him in every single case. And not only would you silently just do what you thought what was best, you would throw it in his face, just like you are here, because your husband opened up, he was vulnerable, and he said that he had resentment towards a child. Like, he knows that's not right, but something caused it. And I would argue that it's not anything wrong within him. I would argue it is because of the dynamic of the relationship that you are a part of. And that's something that you need to be part of to fix, but you are obviously not, because you are blaming him and you are setting it up for him to fix his issue. Am I right, guys? Like, this is a very valid fear and valid reasoning as to why a man is not going to want to date a single mom.
And he told me that I wasn't a 10.
Did
Yes.
what?
Yeah.
Now, so...
What? You told your girlfriend of 3 years she's not a 10?
Yes. Well, you know, the truth hurts. Honestly, I mean, the truth hurts.
Ladies, y'all so full of it. Y'all always talking about how y'all want us to be honest with you. I just want the truth. Well, he told you the truth.
I just told you.
So do you want the truth or no? Maybe he thinks you're a strong 8 with a 10 personality. What's wrong with that? The problem is your friends been lying to you forever. Your parents been lying to you forever. You've been lying to yourself forever. So now that somebody is coming along and telling you the truth, he seems like the worst person on the planet. Just do me a favor, ladies, and stop saying y'all want the truth. Just be honest about it and say y'all want lies. Just do that and everybody will be fine.
Do you love shopping with your wife or significant other?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love coming to Costco with your wife?
0.
How much do you love coming to Costco with your wife?
0. Can I say negative?
So what's the number?
0.
How much do you love coming to Costco with your wife?
Without her, 10.
1 to 10, how much do you love coming to Costco with your wife?
How about 0?
Do you love coming to Costco with your wife?
Oh, 0. That's why I'm by myself. She's over there. We come here all the time, so I probably 9 or 10.
Oh, wow.
Right.
That's 1.
0.
What's the number?
Minus 0.
How much do you love coming to Costco with your wife?
Say nothing.
What's the number?
I guess 0.
How much do you love coming to Costco with your wife?
0.
How much do you like coming to Costco with your wife?
0.
10.
Yo, when it comes to men and women shopping together, it's just not it. We just do not enjoy it. If we have to go someplace, we know we could get in and get out and be out. When it comes to a woman shopping, she can spend hours in wherever. Shopping, Costco, Walmart, Target, you name it. She will take forever in that. If you're accompanying her, dog, it's only probably 2 hours because you start complaining after the first, 30 minutes. Like, yo, how long are we gonna be here? In this whole video, there was only one guy that said he enjoyed it, and he was the oldest gentleman, I think, out of all of them. Probably has the best marriage because, a lot of marriages still don't work. But all these dudes are just honest. They're like zero. Because when I gotta go to places like this, I'm in and out. I know what I gotta come to get. When you with your wife, yo, there's always extra stuff you gotta get. It takes so much longer. You're making freaking detours, going here, going there, and honestly, it's just not fun. We don't invite women to do the stuff that we like to do with the boys because we know they wouldn't enjoy it. So we're good at just thinking, I wouldn't want that done to me, so why am I gonna put her through it? You know what I'm saying? And we like to just have a good time. Whereas women, they're like, nah, I want you to come with me. I want you to do this with me. And it's all she like to do. She don't give a how we feel, just that we're there. But shout out to these dudes. They doing what they gotta do, still making their wives happy by going and doing things they don't like to do, because that's what dudes do. We just endure. But they all gonna be honest and say, yo, I got zero interest in being here with you. Just a fact. We could be married forever, but do I want to be here with you? Nah.
I need your help. I need your help.
What am I supposed to help you with,
Go
dude?
behind.
You freaking loser! I told you not to do that.
2, grab it, bring it to him.
You think I can help you?
All right.
Somebody help!
I got it. We got it.
Stanley! Freaking dummy, do I take these off?
Here.
What do I do?
I got this one.
Okay, we have to admit that a man's experience when he's in trouble is way different than a woman's experience when she's in trouble. Because very comparable to this situation, how many times have we seen videos posted online of a woman that gets herself in trouble with too much weight and men come running to her rescue and save her like that? Of course, there's a physical difference. I'm not saying that women should be able to do the exact same because women are not as strong. But when men go to help that woman, they are not berating her. They're not saying, you shouldn't have done that, you dummy. They're not calling her names. Whereas that is what happens to a man. He gets berated, he gets like the extra emotional dump. And then not only does he have to figure it out in that moment by himself because he's the only one that's going to do it, he also has to deal with the emotions that were just dumped on him.
Debt's gone. Section 8 gone. All your SNAP and EBT benefits gone. Now you gotta go back to Tyrone. Woo! I think this is great. We have just single-handedly saved the black family.
Man, I'm really glad that these food stamps are being taken away because, that shit was, all that government assistance shit was designed to keep the black man out of the household anyway. That was the incentive. Don't have a man in the house, and these women get to have the government assistance.
The thing I find the funniest around the conversation of black women getting on government assistance so we can get as far away from black men as humanly possible is, if that is true, even if that is the case, that to me says a lot about the black men that they're trying to get the fuck away from. Becoming excited at the fact that millions of Americans, families, single mothers, elderly, disabled folks are going to lose out on benefits so that you could have a higher chance of someone possibly sleeping with you out of desperation is the saddest shit that I've ever heard in my life. A quick Google search would have showed you that black women are not the main recipients of SNAP benefits or government assistance, but being stupid is more beneficial in this economy under this administration, so we're gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna say this slow because it might go right past the Beijing and over some of your heads. If a woman would rather choose prison, less resources, stricter rules to live by, a lower quality of life than to be with you, you might suck to be with. Have you ever thought of that? The funny thing about men like that, they get with the woman that is desperate, that is vulnerable, that no longer can have assistance, so looks to them to get assistance. And these men are still unhappy. They get on the internet and they cry to us. She doesn't make me feel loved. She doesn't love you. She needed you. You didn't want somebody to love you because you were hard to love. You got somebody that needed you, and now you don't want to be needed. She left me when I lost all the things that she got with me for. It feels like women are only with me for assistance. For some of the remedial, low quality, low budget, low earning alpha men that wants to lead a household but has led his life to thus far, black women being amongst the most educated was very much so intimidating, and that's why they're celebrating the fact that we are now being targeted. Highly educated black women that were dominating in schools, climbing the corporate ladder, and the entrepreneur game were seen as masculine and not feminine enough because we weren't making men feel smart or needed because they weren't smart and we didn't need them. My heart goes out to all the needy, desperate women that have fallen on hard times that will have to give this type of man play. Yeah. if you are one of those unfortunate women, drain them for the very small amount of resources that they have and then pivot to something better. We won't judge you for your past. We've all done things we weren't proud of.
Modern women, they seem not to understand, and they seem not to care that they are literally stripping away any type of power that you would have as a man. So when a man doesn't make decisions, you ask why. It's because you took all my power away. You don't really want me to have any authority. If I have any type of authority, the littlest quote unquote threat you feel, I feel unsafe. That's ambiguous. That can mean a lot of things. And what modern women do, and what's so scary for a lot of men, is how modern women, despite, as we see in the situation where the woman, that man was there for 10 years. The young man was like 1, if that. He was with that woman for 10 years as a single mother. I think he married her as well and never became a priority. How fast in 10 years somebody can flip. Like, you're the enemy, you will always be the enemy. You're on the outside, you will always be on the outside. It doesn't matter where you take me on a date. You never get it twisted. This is how it started, and this is how it's always going to be.
I got a mother. I got a sister. She got black on me.
Despicable Jezebel accused Talil of SAing her, full-on raping her at a Streamer Awards after party. She claims that she was intoxicated. She was really drunk, near unconscious, and couldn't really consent. But Talil still took it without her permission.
My phone was stolen and broken. I had no way to get home, and I was you guys by someone that you guys all love. And I'm so tired of this streaming and I'm done, bro. He taped me. The reason why he stopped anyway is because I started boohoo crying, you guys.
Everything was cool that night. Jordan originally left the after party and came back because Jordan misplaced her phone.
By the way, I've experienced this as well. They don't misplace their phones. They just want to come back. Be very mindful of the tricks that they play in order to re-enter into your life.
Not because it was taken by me. We got to the hotel. I offered Jordan a ride home. Jordan asked if she can use the bathroom upstairs, and I said okay. Everything after that was consent. Everything that happened after that was consent between 2 adults. She was not coerced, she was not forced or pressured. It was a mutual agreement between 2 adults. Jordan seen everything went left, chat. I hope y'all follow me, and I'm gonna show you the timeline, and I got real evidence to prove everything I'm saying. So just please follow me. I know I'm speaking a little fast, but I'm gonna slow down for y'all. Everything went left with my partner called. The moment my partner called, Jordan started acting crazy. She got really aggressive.
Partner?
And she was acting weird. She made me uncomfortable, and that's what made me start recording to protect myself. Jordan texts me right here. She said, "What you doing?" Jordan sends a question mark. I don't know if you text me or not, but my phone is clicked. I can't see or do nothing. Jordan sent me on December 8th at 12:01. This is in the noon. Jordan sent me a upside down smiling face. After she sent the upside down smiling face, she sent the Zelle request. Let me show y'all. This smiley face. She sent this smiley face, right? Boom. Then she sends the Zelle request at 12:19 p.m.
For playing with me.
After she sends the Zelle request, she realized I was not paying it. Once Jordan realized I was not paying it, Jordan sent me this. You see this meme right here? Me giving him his last warning before I show him who I really am.
Regret is not S-assault. Let me repeat that. Regret is S assault. Think about the hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars of court fees and costs in order to try to defend himself. That takes away from his purpose, that takes away from his career, that takes away from future relationships, all because she has the strength, the power, and an army behind her that will believe her.
Is a man who is willing to take care of you, the kids, and the household, but has no ambition worth staying with.
When you say take care of, what do you mean?
He pays all the bills. He take care of the kids. He step in.
How he do that with no ambition?
No, he got money. I want more.
You know what?
And he's complacent.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the year when the job market is cooked, when the housing market is cooked, When people are walking away from their children, you got somebody at home that is paying your bills. He is taking care of you, and he is taking care of your kids, and you are figuring out, should I leave him? Are you cool?
Unfortunately, for a lot of men, there are so many women telling them you have to be more ambitious. And it's because they want the ambition to look like what they want it to look like. But his ambition is waking up every day and going to work. Waking up every day and showing up for my children. Showing up for my home. Like, that's just as ambitious. You know how ambitious you have to be when you are going through depression? Your girl is telling you you need to do more, and then you don't feel like you're good enough, but she don't know the mental and emotional and spiritual battles that you have and how you still trying to show up for your home. That's ambition, baby. Take a moment. Read, I think it's 1 Timothy 5:8. Because what it talks about is a man who neglects his home is the same as a man who denies his faith. This man is taking care of his home. There is faith and grace in that. He is being provisional. He's still leading. So we have to acknowledge that, because if not, you're going to lose that. Like, that's a gem, baby.
I make my own money. I make more than him.
Ooh.
Right?
And you said he pays all the bills?
Yeah.
And you make more money?
Yeah.
You mentioned that you make more money than him, and I want you to know that was not done by mistake. That was a systemic thing that was put into place so that the black woman can be elevated to start looking at they men like they're not doing enough.
Oh.
It is very intentional, the fact that you make more money, and even though your man is showing up for you, you start looking at him for like, why can't you do more?
The fact that this man is covering the bills, even though he knows you make more, let me tell you what he's doing. This man is willing to maybe put things on pause so that you can elevate. Think about it. What you make becomes almost just yours. What you choose to do, you have the freedom to pivot and pivot and pivot. Try this, go to school, because this man is saying, I'm going to sacrifice and take care of the foundational things so that you can have a choice whether or not you want to work or not. And so when you saying that man lacked ambition, I just think it's ambition in a direction you can't recognize.
Y'all know that if a woman tells you that
Just another day in the office. View discretion is advised.
she acts different on liquor, and by different, you know what I mean, different. If she tells you that she acts different on liquor and you try to get her to drink liquor, you're a right? You know that, right? Yeah, you're
Sweetheart, close your mouth when you chew. The smacking of your gum is not making your mama look like she did a good job raising you. The statement is, if a woman tells you that she acts different on liquor and you try to get her to drink liquor, that makes you a... I think I only got one question. If you know you act different on liquor and you don't want to participate in your difference, why would you ever tell them? That's like me meeting a whole bunch of random women at a party and saying, yo, I love taking random women on shopping sprees when I drink. What do you think those women are going to do? I think there's a level of accountability that's not being addressed in this statement. Because yes, using someone's disadvantage to your advantage to get whatever it is that you want does make you a... But I'm trying to understand, why would anybody know that that is a disadvantage for them and openly share it? It's like handing a stranger your personal bank information thinking that they won't rob you. Yeah, technically they're a thief, but why would you ever put yourself in that kind of a position is what I'm trying to You know what, man, y'all get on here want to argue about nothing every day, man. And I'm tired of it. Fortunately for y'all, you ain't gotta listen to what I'm saying, because I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep the change.
What does being divorced, 46, as a single mom look like? Because I don't know how I got here. And here I am. I don't have answers, but I got boundaries.
Remember those clips that I said that went viral not too long ago?
But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married white man. That's what I like.
Hold up. What do you mean, dark meat on the side? She likes way to picture. I am
I'm not. I'm saying, like, I really do think black men are attractive. I do. Like, that's my...
Well, what do you mean, dark meat on the side?
He's the best man I know.
We love Freddie. We love
He really
Freddie.
is. I married him because he's like my dad. He's very loyal, very compassionate, so funny, an awesome guy. And in our 13 years of being together, there was never any lies, no betrayal, no cheating, nothing.
Now, if I was the guest, I would say that the divorce was predicated on the foundation of wanting children at that portion of her life. She was a career-oriented woman and didn't want life interrupted by motherhood. The man that she divorced currently has children.
The truth is,
I am now looking at the world with my own eyes, rather than eyes that I feel pretended to see what I wanted to see instead of what I was really seeing.
Eyes wide open now, because after divorce and having a child now, I can just see everything so clearly. It's not about what the world puts upon me. It's about what I think. You're 46 years old. At what point were you not supposed to figure this out on your own? It's just wild to me to watch grown women figure out high school level when they're about to hit menopause. Like, it just...
At 53, I am no longer the focus of male attention.
Listen to the cope.
And because
Watch.
I'm no longer the focus of male attention, I'm no longer seeking male validation. If I had gotten divorced earlier, even when I was like in my early 40s, I don't know if I would have been able to be in this space right now. I think I still might have been in the place of seeking male attention and male validation. I would have gotten myself into the same trap.
Listen to the way that she frames this through her cope of her situation of no longer receiving the gaze from men is that she spent her whole life imprisoned by the male gaze. Like it was men that forced her to love this attention and to center her life around that. That has nothing to do with men. There is never any real accountability when you listen to them speak. Somehow it always becomes the man's fault.
You know, and it's like these modern women, I think Jenny Maya is her name. They don't really understand. You know, you're in Hollywood, you're killing it. You know, you got your own show. I don't know if they still have that show, but you have your own talk show and you're making a little bit of money so you can afford a lot of nice things. You guys don't understand that money is not going to do a whole lot for you. You're not a good person. And men are going to see that. They are not going to want to put up with you. Y'all get out here once again in the big leagues. And I got money, Jeezy's got money. Then what? So so essentially what you're coming back to is it's a level playing field. Okay, and who's gonna win? Except it's not level, because Jeezy is gonna have more options. He's gonna have more women that want him because he makes so much money. I'm a rapper, I'm a celebrity, I have status, all of the things that come along with me being famous. You, on the other hand, as somebody who's famous as well, you know, celebrity people know you, there's not going to be that many men lining up like that you're going to want to accept. You could go down and say, man, this man that's I'm making, say for instance, I make $1 million a year, maybe probably more. But this man right here, he makes $100K a year. That would be fantastic. Think about being able, as a woman, to have $100K, to do whatever you want with it. I pay my taxes and I pretty much have play money. That's easy. You wouldn't. You guys, y'all don't understand. Y'all are ruining yourselves. That's all I'm saying. You could take his $100K, invest it in this, do that, do this. I got the bills. Hey, you pay for the vacations, and y'all can have pretty expensive vacations. You're not going to go on vacation all the time. Y'all can have a lot of stuff. But modern women are Xing out. I mean, the man, even if the man was making $70,000, that's much. This man, he don't have no bills, so he could he could put towards taking you out. Man, let's do this. That's money that y'all can blow away. I put a little in savings. I have my own stuff. I can go here. I can go there. It's easy money, and you can live life happy because you have somebody. But y'all want to I want a man that's on my same playing field. If the man got the same type of money as you, it's not gonna, y'all not gonna win. That man he has options. And so when you get with a man like that and you start giving them lip like you did, and you start acting crazy like you did, the man gonna divorce you. The man gonna leave you, because he don't have to put up with that. I think Nelly and his ex, some girls probably got in her ear. Oh, you know, make him work for you. Make him do this. Oh, he got to understand. He can't just walk up in here and walk out whenever he want to. And the man walked out and walked straight to Ashanti. Ashanti. Come on, man. Like, you guys thinking that you run stuff. The man he literally went and got somebody 3 to 4 times better than you. Speak. They're not going to listen.
One of the highest honors that a man can bestow onto a woman is the title of wife. Not every woman wants to be a wife, but they cannot become wives on their own. Somebody needs to ask, right? Now, on the other side of that, one of the highest honors that women can bestow onto men is the title of father. Not every man wants to be a father, but they cannot become fathers on their own. Now that we understand that both of these things are of very high value, ladies, I'm going to need us to raise our standards, because I'm seeing a lot of kids and not a lot of engagement announcements. And that is never something I will advocate for, especially when that saga typically ends with you all coming online to complain to us that the father isn't doing enough, when in reality, he probably didn't want to become a father. And we know that he didn't want you to be his wife. So most of us don't want to hear it. Like, I don't. Y'all got to stop just trusting these men at their word that he said he was going to be around. If he really wanted to, he would have asked you to marry him. And we all know that, apparently, except for you.
I guess I missed this part in my personal training certification. Make sure to show people how to pull up their leggings before working out. So that was my video that went viral. And there were hundreds of comments saying, but it's normal to pull up your leggings, and this is a normal habit. Now, I won't argue with you that it's a normal habit to pull up your leggings, but it's not normal to film yourself doing that and then post it online. This is not just a habit that just so happened to be caught on camera. It is done so intentionally. It's the lengths these trainers go through of setting up their camera and tripod, pressing record, then making sure they're all centered in frame, turning around, then picking up their leggings, essentially giving themselves a wedgie or purposefully jiggling their glutes to flex or show off their body. And it doesn't stop there. After they're done filming and working out at the gym, they go to edit their educational and inspirational workout video. They purposely clip this moment of pulling up their leggings, sometimes even zoom in and put it at the beginning of their video as a hook to get you to watch. Sometimes it takes a whole 5 seconds of pulling up leggings before we even get to see a single part of the workout. What we don't see is them picking up their dumbbells, getting into position, or all of their reps. You know, the unnecessary stuff. Don't make excuses for these girls. These are professional content creators. If they know how to delete a clip of the other unnecessary stuff, they know how to delete a clip of them pulling up their leggings. This is intentionally filmed and edited. At the end of the day, this is inappropriate. Instagram trainers, be honest. You're either doing this to tap into your followers' insecurities, or you're doing it for your own likes to get your comment section full of heart eye emojis, fire emojis, and hashtag body goals. It doesn't add value to anyone but you.
Now it's Black History Month. Y'all giving the black guy a chance this month, baby? That's it.
That's it.
You know why I'm here.
Hey,
Ain't no white boy walk my way.
none. You want to say?
She's dabbled.
You dabbled.
I've dabbled, but
Okay.
more white
You're not
boys.
fully committed yet.
More white boys. The white boys like me more. Black guy, when we're walking down the street, black guys are grabbing at her, white boys are talking to me.
Really?
They just automatically know.
They know.
They just know off the energy, like, oh,
I don't know why, but I'm okay with it. She want the BBC. She belongs to us.
3 younger sisters accused me of SA and grape. You guys want to hear this story? I've never told it to anybody. So a long time ago, when I was probably 10, 11 years old maybe, one day my 3 sisters told police that I had SA'd and graped them. And my mother never hit me until that day. I still remember I was sitting down at the kitchen table just doing homework, and then all of a sudden she came in and just started wailing on me. And I couldn't understand why. But she told me, you SA'd your sisters. Now, I was a little kid at the time, had no idea what that even really meant, but I was like, I've never hurt my sisters or anything like that. I don't know what's going on. My mother flat out told me, she's like, I'm going to put you on a lie detector test, and I swear to God, if you fail that test, you are out of this house. She bought 4 polygraph tests. She found a polygrapher, bought 4 tests. 3 for my sisters, 1 for me. 3 of those tests failed. 1 passed. I'll let you guys deduce what happened there. When it came time to go to court, turns out the polygraph tests weren't even admissible in court. I don't even remember how that whole thing ended, to be honest. It was so long ago. We were all minors at the time, so I'm sure it's sealed. Has no real impact on my life today, but it's something I went through. Now, why did they do this, you might ask? So my sisters went to live with their father, who is different from my father. That man married a woman named Cheryl, and this woman hated my mother so much that she decided, I'm going to hurt this woman by hurting her son. So she basically brainwashed my sisters and coerced them into telling police and investigators that I had done that to them. Well, I didn't. Now, my 3 sisters never could bring themselves to apologize to me. To this day, I have no relationship with them. It is what it is.
This story is wild, and obviously that man has a very good attitude about it. He's probably worked through it for years since he was so young when it happened. But this is exactly why there should be punishment for false reporting. And even when it's a minor and it's an adult that is coercing them into false reporting, that woman should have been held accountable. At the very least, it should have been seen as essential towards those little girls for that woman to influence them that way. It's really so sad on so many levels because the girls were so young. For them not to eventually come to him as adults and apologize and take that accountability, even though they were children at the time, that just tells me that they were not taught right even after that point moving forward. But honestly, I'm not surprised because that's the culture we live in. You can falsely accuse somebody one day and then the next day just live on your life like normal, while that man ends up having his life potentially ruined. Thankfully, in this case, that man feels like he didn't really have any impact on his current life, but at the very least, it did divide his relationship between him and his sisters, which is still pretty devastating.
Treat your husband like you do your manager. Your manager told you what time to be at work. 8 a.m. And you said, okay. Your husband told you what time he wanted to leave. Oh, man. And you frustrate him by making you late. Now, if you're late to work, they recognize that's a bad habit, so they fire you. You're late for your husband, you don't think it's a bad habit, you just think he's supposed to wait on you. Oh, yeah, I might need to transfer to a bear. I might have to borrow your gym shoes. We might have to switch. Ladies, I'm so mad at the Lord right now, and I don't never get mad at the Lord. Ladies, we live in a society where men are redefining things. For example, I have an assistant pastor. In the eyes of men, the assistant pastor is lower. In the eyes of God, the assistant pastor is equal. That's his role. When we stand before God, if he was a better assistant pastor than I was a pastor, he will get a greater reward than me. Are y'all following me?
If you want to teach that man a lesson, leave quietly. Don't yell, don't scream, don't beg, don't start over explaining. Just remove your energy quickly and quietly. Because honestly, nothing confuses someone more than losing access to somebody they thought would always be there. A lot of people think the lesson is in the argument. It's not. The lesson is in the absence. The lesson is waking up one day and realizing you're no longer answering every text for them. You're no longer available every time they get lonely. You're no longer giving them chances they didn't earn. See, when someone gets used to you always being there, they stop appreciating your presence. It becomes normal, expected, something they assume they'll always have access to. And that's why begging rarely works. Explaining rarely works. Trying to convince someone of your real value rarely works because people don't fully understand what they're holding on to until it's gone. Now, I'm not saying leave to make them miss you. That's not what I'm saying at all. Leave because you finally respect yourself enough to stop accepting less than what you deserve. Leave because you're tired of teaching people how to love you while they keep showing you they don't want to learn. And if they finally realize what they lost, that's their lesson. But your lesson is realizing you never had to stay where you weren't being valued in the first place.
What's a college confession that you never told anyone?
A what?
A college confession.
College confession? I
I like told 5 guys I was gonna hook up with them tonight, and now I don't know what to do with myself.
Do you feel like a HOE for saying that?
I do now. I wasn't before, but I have been in the last few days.
You think you can slip in another number for me?
Can I? I will if you want.
What's your number?
My number? Okay, I won't say it on live television. Wait, you don't even know my name, man.
I don't need to know your name. It's gonna be like a one-night stand.
Oh, okay.
This is the same girl, by the way, that in 10 years is going to be like, where are all the good guys? The good guys aren't going to mess with a girl on video saying that she went to hook up with 5 different guys and she doesn't care about one-night stands and she's spread open for everybody that wants a test drive, honey. They're not picking you.
You know, I was listening to what Lauren was talking about. Essentially was saying you need 2 healthy people in order to make a relationship work, basically. A man that's kind of trying to lead from fear he's going to be controlling, right? Because he's unsure of himself. He don't really know what to do. And a woman, if she's unsure of herself or unsure of anything around her, she's going to be hyper independent and she's going to be testing you all the time, trying to make sure that you make the grade, right? And, you know, some of the stuff we can attribute to society and what's going on in society and what society has taught both men and women. And so I think in relationships, you probably there's a baseline that you probably want to start from, right? But even if you don't start from that baseline of I'm healed or this or whatever and whatnot, there needs to be more emphasis put on helping each other out. If you're hyper independent and men have been just doing you wrong and a man comes in, he's going to help you. That's what you're looking for. I want a man to put me in my feminine. Basically, you're saying I've gone so far, I don't even know how to get back to who I was. And after some months, maybe even some years, I understand he's going to take it. He's going to go ahead and leave. So I just give it to him. I don't test him anymore. So I just lay back and just let him go. Right? Because he going to do it. Right? He might mess up on some stuff, some little stuff, but he going to take it. Right? And then from your side, y'all might have those issues, but you're giving him confidence. You're pushing support to him and saying, no, go ahead, make that decision. And when he messes up, because he's going to mess up when he's leading, but he won't realize it. It's going to take him a little while to realize, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. Hey babe, I'm sorry. I was thinking this, but I'm going to start doing this and I'm going to start doing that. And it might take him a few years, you know, to kind of get back up to standard. And so both of y'all can take care of each other. Even if you come from a broken home, he come from a broken home, y'all haven't had the best life. Even if your life was great as children, no divorces, no nothing, y'all can help each other out. Because you're saying, I like something in you, I like your values. I like something in you, I like your values. Hey, we seem to be going we imperfect, but we seem to be going in the same place. Let's make a deal. If I help you, you'll help me. Right? I got problems, you know, you'll help me with those problems, and you got problems, I'll help you. We're making a commitment to each other that we're going to try to help each other. We're going to have each other's back. And I think that's what's missing a lot in relationships. And it filters into why women never get approached and why men never approach. Because I don't know if I'm going to get any assistance from you. I don't know if I'm going to get any help from you. I don't know if you're going to have my back as a human. Not in a relationship yet, but as a human. That's going to indicate to me, hey, I see him coming. Okay. All right, girls, move out something he did it. Move out the way. Hey, how you doing? When he's coming over and you know that he's coming over, you might prepare yourself. You might stand up and put out your, hey, how you doing? Well, you know, I saw you coming over, so I just wanted to greet you. Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you too. Right? Maybe you're not that forward, but if you start thinking about it, how can I get his attention? What do I need to do? And stay within the bounds of being appropriate and modest. Now you're helping him to come over and talk to you. And now he said, okay, yeah, all right. She go, okay, well, let's see what we can do. And it makes the man more comfortable. That's just the baseline. That's just a start. Y'all go on dates, y'all start building rapport with each other. And you go further, you just continue building rapport. But y'all are bouncing off of each other. I know he got my back. I know she got my back.
I don't think they thought this one through. Because, frankly, it is not the boast that a lot of them seem to think that it is. Because I have seen several different videos very similar to this one, made by several different types of women, each indicating that they have, in some cases, spent thousands of dollars on their appearance, whether it be on their makeup, their hair, their nails, or in some cases even their clothing. Thousands of dollars to look a certain way. And if you're going to ask most women why they do such things, it's for themselves. Because if we're going to be very honest, most men don't really care how much a woman spends on her appearance as long as she looks presentable. They don't care if her hair cost $1,500 or if she did it herself. But yet we're supposed to be led to believe that they're not going to be then using men after spending such large amounts of money on themselves? Okay.
I fell off. Let me just say it. The truth is, dating in real life is hard, okay? It's not the meet cutes and promising connections at the end of every night like I hoped it would be. Most nights, it's feeling ridiculous and wondering if I'm wasting my time. After 16 days, a nasty winter, no tangible success, and I mean many more failed attempts that I never even talked about, I fell off. I took a break, but I'm not calling it quits. I'm taking the lessons I've learned along the way, and hopefully I can make something shake these last 5 days of dating in real life. I've tried all the cute stuff, but I'm getting serious now. My approach is go where I know the men will be in numbers. Tech events, car shows, STEM mixers, sporting events, and I may even be brave enough to flirt at the gym. Stick with me, send your best wishes, and as always, let me know where you think I should go next.
Men need to stop saying things like, what do you bring to the table? Hello, look at me. What do you mean, what do I bring to the table? First of all, look at me. Look at my social media. Look at what I do in the world. Read my writing. I bring so much to the table that the table broke. It broke under the weight of all the shit that I put on the table that I brought to the table. Not to mention, like, the things I would do on top of the table. It's not just me. It's like all the women I know. Not only are we bringing everything and more to the table and being hot while doing it, we are the table.
The question, what do you bring to the table, honey, was actually, what do you bring to the table that men care about? Okay. And maybe, yeah, the fact that you're an attractive woman. Okay. That's one little check in your box. That, by the way, gets negated if your personality sucks. Just letting you know. The rest of it, I didn't hear one thing that you brought to the table that men actually value. Are you loyal? You devoted? But what actually do you bring to the table that guys care about?
Yo, some women get on my nerve. Like, they're over here turning 40, telling me that, oh, I can't find a good man. And then they talk to someone and they just stop talking to them. And I'm like, well, what the fuck happened? Oh, well, I asked him what he was doing and he told me he was eating chicken wings. Okay, and that was it. He was eating chicken wings. You just stopped talking to him because he was eating chicken wings? No, he should have, like, ate something healthier. Like, I want my guy to eat something healthy. The guy wants chicken wings. You just stop talking to a guy for eating chicken wings. That's why you 40 and single. Like, what do you mean? They ain't good guys. He's not a good guy because he eats chicken wings? Get the f*** out of here.
I wouldn't say that men sucked if I didn't experience that in the past.
If we take your position to its logical conclusion, somebody who is like severely racist can say, because I had bad experience with this racial group, I can be racist. What you're telling me now is you've had bad experiences with men. That doesn't give you justification to map that on to an entire race, or in this case, to an entire gender.
I don't know. I feel like it makes sense to apply that to the rest of your life, or to the rest of the population.
You're going to have to be consistent, though. If a white person can tell you, I've had 65% of this racial group, I've had bad experience with them. Based on your metric, you're going to have to say your racism is fine. Where you and me differ is I would say that's wrong.
Yeah, I don't think it's correct to like be a white person and say I've had like 65% horrible experience with this discriminated race and then
Why
be
is it okay
racist
for
because of
women then to do it?
On earth, are you married and you can't even cuddle or hug or kiss your husband?
Haven't touched in 3 years. My wife is completely disconnected. What do I do?
I used to be excited when my partner would stop trying to initiate intimacy with me because then I didn't have to feel guilty for constantly rejecting him. But I wasn't interested. I didn't feel it in my body. I love him very much and I'm attracted to him. I just didn't feel desire in my body. But then I start getting anxious and paranoid because I no longer feel desired. And I'm worried that he is running around finding it in other places. And I've been cheated on before. So my brain is going through all of these scenarios. But what really was happening was he was just tired of being rejected.
If you feel like you're married to your roommate, basically in a marriage with no intimacy, let me tell you how it's going to play out. First, you're going to convince yourself that everything is okay because you love the other person as a person. They're a very good person. Even though you're not in love with them, they're your partner, you have an arrangement. It just works out. And while you're lying to yourself, trying to convince yourself that you'll never find a passionate love, your self-worth is going to take a major hit. Because in this marriage, you're not fully seen and you're not able to express your own desires. A big part of you is starving and feels completely trapped. So what happens next? You meet somebody who sees the starving part of you and you begin to intimately connect, whether this is physical or just emotional, but there is an intimate connection between you and the other person who sees you. Next thing you know, you're having an affair and doing things you never thought you were capable of.
He asked his wife for intimacy and she told him to go find a girlfriend. The same woman who once said, if you cheat, I'm gone.
I told you I was sorry. I told you I was sorry. Mistakes happened. But
this man discovers children are not his after 6 years. Confrontation erupts on Thanksgiving. A man discovered that the 3 children he had raised for 6 years were not biologically his. The man learned the truth only weeks ago and has been struggling emotionally ever since. He reportedly asked the woman who betrayed him, along with the children, to leave his home while he tried to process everything. However, on Thanksgiving Day, the man's family decided to invite the woman and the children to the holiday gathering without asking him. They believe the kids didn't deserve to be punished and hoped the man would eventually accept them, even if they were not his biological children. When the woman arrived at the house with the children, the man became visibly upset. Witnesses say he rushed to the front door and blocked them from entering. He told his family he felt completely disrespected and said he was not ready to see them, especially after learning the truth so recently. The situation escalated into a heated argument outside the home as relatives tried to calm him down. The woman eventually left with the children after realizing the confrontation would only get worse, someone defending the man's reaction and others saying the children should not be caught in the middle. What do you think?
When a man truly loves a woman, his instinct isn't to dominate her. It is to remove the weight from her life, not her responsibility, not her independence, the weight from her shoulders, the constant stress, the hypervigilance, the super masculine energy, the feeling that she has to brace herself for everything. A healthy masculine presence creates this safety, not by control, but by consistency and emotional steadiness and being somebody that she does not have to manage herself. And when a woman truly loves a man, she does not want to fight him. She doesn't want to compete with him, and she sure does not want to be in her armor around him. She wants to soften, she wants to rest, and she wants to be able to trust. That doesn't make her weak. That makes her regulated. When a woman feels safe, she stops surviving. She stops hardening herself and she stops testing you. Here's the part that people miss. This dynamic only works when both people are healed enough to hold their own role without resentment. A man who leads from insecurity turns controlling. A woman who softens from fear turns dependent. That is not love. That is trauma bonding. Real love does not feel chaotic. It does not feel like power struggles or some emotional whiplash. It feels grounded, predictable, and quietly strong. Two people exchanging what they naturally give when love is real. Anything else is noise.
And, you know, I think there was a clip in there where they were talking about, you know, the man essentially found out that the kids weren't his and he had been lied to. A lot of these women are out here committing paternity fraud. And so he was visibly upset about that. So he said, just get away from me, leave me alone. But I guess some time went by to where they went on ahead and came over and bought the kids. A lot of times, because a lot of these modern women don't really have a backup plan, they try to run back to and hold on to the man that they were with in the first place until the man says, you better get away from me. I am not playing with you. And so they try to find somebody else. But these modern women, they be going out here doing stuff that they have no business doing. And then they want that man to rise up, put his feelings aside. He might be hurt. He might be devastated. Put that all aside. That don't matter right now. You can process that later. Right now, help me take care of the kids. Step up and be a stepfather. Step up. Be a real man. You know, we as women, we always need you to do something. I need you now more than ever. You should have needed me before you did what you did. They're not going to say that. They're just going to expect the man to allow you to go out here and make all the mistakes that you want to make. And then you come groveling back. Oh, I need your help now. Please help. No. I'm not a second option to you. Stop being disrespectful.